Alright, going on from the last video where I started to make this little light thing, I've spent a bit of time gathering up other bits and bobs, other materials that I think might work with this steampunk theme. I'm going to show you a few of the bits that I've collected and also how I plan to move forward and what I want to do. A lot of this is really new to me. From what I can gather, it's only really basic electronic work, but like I said, it's new to me, so these little projects might take a while to come out on video because I've got a lot of research to do and learning. Anyone who's with me on Facebook will know that I spent some time asking about the LED lights, you know, how to power them, how to wire them, and I will admit, I don't mind admitting, it became a little bit confusing for me at times. There were conflicting answers. Everybody's got their way of doing things. I ain't complaining as such, but it did get a little bit confusing. Then luckily I sent a close-up picture of one of these LEDs to my mate Andy Pugh, and he basically worked it out for me and told me what I needed to do, and he explained it in a way that I could understand. So thanks, Andy, I really appreciate that, mate. I got to admit, it was starting to do my head in a bit. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you through a few of the bits and bobs I've collected, bought, been given, found, whatever, and go from there. Oh, you might notice I've brought my workshop inside today. It's a bit dark and cold outside. I finished work early today, so I thought I'd sit in the house for a bit, for a change. Having said that though, I better clean up before my missus gets in. I've got crap all over, she'll go mad. Anyway, I'll be back in a second. I'm going to show you some of the bits I've got. Right, so one of the items I first picked up are these cogs. These are just a few of the cogs I purchased. I don't expect them to be functional in any way, although some of them do actually interlock. They are more decorative. You know, as I mentioned, I'm trying to go with this steampunk theme, see how it goes, you know. So I picked up them. Obviously you've already seen the copper pipe stuff I've got, and the valve that I want to use for one of them, all to be lit by LEDs. I bought, I don't know which is which at the minute, but I bought a pack of red and a pack of green LEDs. They're two of my favourite colours. They'll all be powered by these 9-volt batteries with clips, probably soldered together. I bought a couple of these brass coloured bulb holders. They were quite expensive, these. I was a bit reluctant to pay for them, but I couldn't be bothered to trawl around the second-hand shops looking for lamps that might have those. By the time I'd finished it, it'd probably cost me more in fuel. But anyhow, I got a couple of them to use. I've also bought a couple of toggle switches. I really want to learn how to incorporate these because I don't want to have to be faffing about undoing batteries and what have you. To go with them, I bought these crimping clips which attach nicely onto the switches. I've been quite lucky actually. I've managed to scavenge some other bits and bobs. I've taken the actual handle part off, but I got hold of this and this, the decorative part to draw handle pullers, and I kind of thought particularly this and this would make good decorative features on, you know, the Steampunk. But even then, these plate bits are quite alright, and I'm sure the threaded rod and nut will come in useful for them. Something I'm actually quite pleased with it as fines go are these little filters. I'm not sure what they're used for or whatever, but it just so happens, and forgive the crude fit of it, I've only done it like this to test it. It just so happens it sits quite nicely on top of the copper piping. As I say, excuse the tape, I've only taped it on just to see if my idea works, which basically was to see if the LED shone through it, and if you bear with me, it does. Now this is a flashing LED, as you can see, but I think if I use a constant or a non-flashing LED, I think it'll have quite a good effect. You know, so I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy with them little finds, as daft as they are. Also, I managed to find, or actually, I was given half a dozen copper discs. Again, you know, for these I'm thinking maybe pop a hole through the centre. It might make a nice backdrop for a clock, or, you know, pop a cog on it and then the clock, that kind of thing. You know, just build it up in layers. It's all very experimental for me, is this. Finally, the last thing I managed to, I think the last thing I managed to scavenge is this whole box full of various plumbing fittings. Got valves, rings of, I think that might be a seal of some sort, big nuts, you know, all that kind of stuff. In my opinion, all very usable stuff for, sorry for the camera wobble, all very usable stuff for what I want to do. So I'm really pleased with the stuff I've managed to get together up to now, and I'm going to start fiddling and seeing what I can get put together. Also learn about the electronic side of things a bit better, you know, wiring the switch in. From what I've read, it seems pretty straightforward, but it's not something I've ever done before, so I'll see how it goes. Is there anything else to tell you? Is there anything else to tell you at the moment? I don't think there is. No, anything else I've got what I don't suppose is of much interest to you, it's just bits and bobs. So I'll leave it at that for now. Maybe in my next video I'm going to show you what I've managed to achieve wiring electrical wise, or I might do the video, film the video, trying to do it. I'll see, I'm not sure yet. But anyway, I'm going to call it a day. Thanks to my new subscribers. I've had quite a few new people come and subscribe to my channel lately, and I really appreciate that. It does give the old morale a boost. So thanks a lot, everyone. I'm not sure what the next video is going to bring, but you'll see soon enough. Alright guys, thanks a lot. Bye for now.